Well, it is National Donate Life Month, and organ donation can be your way of giving back after you are gone. Well, here with more is Cheryl Talley, Director of Communications at Donor Alliance, and heart transplant recipient Heather Bauer. Good morning to the both of you.
Good morning.
All right, let's talk about this, Cheryl. What do you want us to know about National Donate Life Month?
Well, National Donate Life Month has been observed and celebrated in the nation and in Colorado since 2003. You know, in Colorado, we've actually had 70 events to celebrate, to really honor the donors and their decision to give the gift of life, and also to celebrate alongside people like Heather, who've received that gift of life.
Yeah.
And this is to really acknowledge that there's 1,300 people who are still waiting for a life-saving transplant, and our work is still not done.
Oh my gosh, 1,300 people. That's a pretty big number. Let's touch on that. Give us some facts about organ donation.
Yes, so that little heart on your driver's license has a big impact. One person can save up to 8 lives through organ donation and save and heal more than 75 lives through tissue donation. You know, last year in Colorado, we were able to have 311 donors be able to provide 940 life-saving transplants. That means 947 people were able to return to their home and to their family and to their lives. It's such an important thing. But in addition to that, tissue transplants, 1,860 donors were able to provide over 140,000 tissue grafts.
Okay.
That's people who are suffering from blindness, from burns, from injury. These are important things that really can return them to a full life.
Absolutely. And one person that would know all about that is Heather, who's here this morning to share her story. Heather, thank you so much for being here. Tell us your story and receiving a heart transplant, what that was like for you.
My story is I've had cardiac disease for a very long time, and I'm 53, and I was diagnosed in my early 20s actually with cardiomyopathy, which just simply means a really thick heart. So the blood flow didn't flow through my body very well, and in my 20s I actually did not have that many symptoms, but it was when I turned 32, when I became pregnant with my daughter, Skylar, I actually went into congestive heart failure at 32 weeks of pregnancy.
Oh my goodness.
And actually suffered cardiac arrest during my pregnancy. And 14 minutes later, after I was revived, I ended up in ICU on a ventilator and with a pacemaker, defibrillator, that was supposed to help with future rhythm problems or rhythm issues. So I continued to have those, unfortunately, in my 30s and 40s, had a couple of procedures to see if they could make that work, and it just did not. I ultimately just progressed with heart failure, leading to needing a heart transplant. And I received one year ago Saturday, so it's been 1 year. 1
whole year, and you look wonderful, and I can tell you're so happy to be here today and to tell everybody the importance of becoming a tissue and organ donor. What do you think that means?
It's extremely important. Honestly, I would not have a chance at life if I did not have organ donation and the gift of life, and my donor actually being so willing to give that gift gives all of us another chance. I would not be here to live a little bit longer with my daughter. I'm a single mom and have a daughter in college, and the only one here for her. So it's a very important decision to be an organ donor. It does save a lot of lives. So I recommend everybody to try and please consider it and talk to their family about it.
Sure.
And it is a life-saving event for some of us who need it desperately, who want to live longer.
That's right, and such an inspiring story. Now, Cheryl, who can become an organ or tissue donor?
Well, anybody can become an organ and tissue donor. To register, when you go get your driver's license, you can get that little heart on your driver's license. Just check the box and say yes. If you want to go to donoralliance.org and learn more information before you go down to the DMV, or you can even register online at donoralliance.org. But anybody can be a registered organ and tissue donor.
And before I let you guys go, how big is that need, Cheryl?
Yeah, like I mentioned before, 1,300 in Colorado, but nationwide, over 100,000 people are in need of organ transplants, and even more for tissue transplants. So it is an important thing that, you know, again, to reiterate, really share that decision with your family and let them know what you believe is your decision to be an organ and tissue donor, and just check that box. box and get that heart on your driver's license.
Well, I think it's a wonderful thing, and we're seeing that through your story. Heather, thank you so much both for being with us this morning. And of course, become a donor, everybody. I'm going to give you some info how you can become a donor and make a difference in someone's life by registering now at donoralliance.org.